Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Blast Off with Light. I've made a little bit of progress here and there. Made myself a couple of barrels. This one's out to see whether or not snow collects in a barrel as water. I don't think it does. Set up a cobblestone generator such that I can get the various forms of that I need, but unfortunately the ice melts, so I'm going to have to put something under it to keep it warm. Likely a glowstone lamp or something of that sort. What else have I done? I made this barrel to make some more dirt. You just drop the saplings in there. 8 of them make some dirt. If you watch Crash Landing, you're well aware of that. Let's see. Shortly after I stopped recording the previous episode, I did find out that you could, put this guy right over a raging fire and it would be fine. So, yeah, no more furnace cooking for me. And there are some extra little recipes for what you can cook in here, and apparently my rotten flesh was about to start burning. That's what happens when you leave it unattended for a while. But it seems okay. I can still eat 42 more times before I get the diminishing returns, which is nice. So tons of saturation and a little bit of food from the grilled rotten flesh. I like it. I have updated to 1.1.17, I think. So the snow now cooks faster, but gives you less water. It's an interesting trade-off, but I'm fine with that. I went back to the place with the gas spawner to get the netherrack for this guy. So let's make a little bit of progress. So let's head into the book, and the big thing that we need to do is make ourselves this hang glider so we can get a bed, and more importantly, this obsidian pickaxe head. So for hang gliders... Oh, and I wanted to get that fancy crucible thing that's over with the gas, but I can't harvest it yet. So a hang glider, 2 pieces and a stick. Requires 6 leather and 2 sticks. Thank goodness. We've got tons of zombie flesh, which can be cooked up. Into leather in its various forms of cooking. But there are lots of things you can do with zombie flesh in here. So you can smelt it up into leather. You need 12 of it for this thing. We also need at least a handful of sticks. So it's a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then leather to get the 2 sides put together to make ourselves a hang glider. Yeah, that's basically how it works. You get up high, you jump off, and go whee. Oh, you just press it once and you go whee. Press it again to stop. I didn't make much use of it in Crash Landing. I probably should have. Because if you make yourself a giant tower, you can get pretty far. Whee. And then you get the jump boost and you can do all sorts of things. But more importantly, it's what we need for this quest, so we can get ourselves a bed and a pickaxe head. Sweet. And with that pickaxe head, we should, at least in theory... Come on now. Upgrade Sasha. Sasha. Pickaxe head. Now, it removes the zombie head from it, but I'm okay with that. And it appears to be adding more redstone to it. Again, I'm good with that. So now, with Sasha, we should be able to mine lots of really useful, fancy sorts of things. And I kind of want to go and test it out. Let's come over here. Now, running isn't necessarily the best idea in this mod because it really does drain you pretty darn quick. So we've got some copper, which... should have been super easy, but we've also got iron, which I am much happier about than the copper, even though we need the copper for the quests. Why? Why do I carry so much stuff all the time? Oh, right. The jumping is not a good idea. Due to... I'm not sure which mod it is. But one of them... so many things. But one of the mods in the pack... I don't think it's smart moving. I don't really know. It makes jumping a taxing activity, and you can't do too much of it before getting tired. So let's smart move our way up here. Still need to get used to the smart moving. I really should do some sort of smart moving parkour thing just to get a good feel on how it works. But I just haven't had the time. So let's kill that one. Drag ourselves up. Like, I know most of the basics. I just don't have them in my hands just yet. Ooh. Mining level +1. So we are now mining level Ardite. I love it. So what does that mean for the things up there? Let's see, we can get that high without doing any sort of jump boost. Because you can crouch and jump. Redstone is harvestable. Whoa, moving too fast. But yeah, you can hold shift and jump to charge up your jump and jump higher, which is kind of fun. Okay, I have too many things. But this was a nice experiment. We can get a lot of useful things from here. Oh, man. And then we let go. Oh, okay, that's better. So we hold. Oh, right. You back off of it, and then you'll grab onto the ledge. Got it. I'll remember that for the future. But now that... What was that? Now that we've got some things, let's put a little bit of this water away as well. We still need some way of actually working with this stuff. So I need to find a way of getting bucketable water. The frying pan gets you water bottles, but I don't have a clean and simple way of getting the water from the bottles into a bucket. Don't double click that. So, water bucket. If we had a vat, we could theoretically do things. Water in a casting table, but water is just water. It doesn't really work that way. So I know of one way in Crash Landing where you were able to melt the leaves in a crucible. But to make the crucible, you need clay, and to make clay, you need water. Vicious cycle, isn't it? So I believe the best course of action is to come down here and use this water storage. Now, it's only a 5x5 thing. It's just a disc. Let's put this in here. We'll put the sapling storage away. So it's currently in there. We go, book, and it's gone. So that's good. We take that back out. We put the water storage in, book, and there we are. we've got a redstone lamp that has no power. And a bunch of ice around it that it'll keep warm. So essentially, we can either just work with the water along the sides or we can turn the thing on. For now, I think we'll just work with the water along the sides, because what we need are better frames. I'll look into what down here is causing trouble. But we should be able to take this water and the dust to make clay. Woo. Yeah, that's interesting. So I believe I will check on the source of the frame issues, and I will be right back. I just did a quick relog and things seem to be better. If things go awry again, well, we'll see what we can do about that. So we've got ourselves our water. We've got ourselves some dust. And we want to get ourselves some clay. So we just go dust. Oh, right. Water first. Then dust becomes clay. And now we've got clay. But unfortunately, it's not nearly enough. So we're going to do this a couple more times, and I will tell you why we're doing it as we're doing it. Let's get another piece of wood. Now, there are supposedly nifty frozen meteors that will have ice around them that we could be doing this from, but I have not been able to find any. I might just not have been playing long enough for them to have crashed, because I think if you get a sizable enough freezerite one, it'll have regular ice around it, and that'll be good. But as you can see, we looked at that one, no ice over there. These, clearly no ice. That one doesn't have any ice. So we'll just wait. More are bound to fall. And once we get the setup done, we shouldn't need them anyway. So what do we need the clay for? There are two things that I really want that require clay. We've got the Flaxbeard Crucible, which we can melt ores in. Now, I don't remember what the other thing is called. It's probably a mold. Yeah, so we need this mold, which takes 6 more bricks. And we're going to need one of these. Probably 2 of these. And in general, we just need clay. So, yeah. We need 7... we need 7 for the Flaxbeard Crucible. We're gonna need 7 for the Ex Nihilo Crucible. So that's 8. And we've got 4, so 1 more will get us the 2 crucibles. And then we should probably make a couple more after that for the various other things. Because the Ex Nihilo Crucible takes leaves, but I'm not sure it takes saplings. And to get the leaves, we need shears. For the shears, we need iron. Oh, wait. We might actually have shears. We got shears from something. We did! We've got some unbreaking shears. So that should be all the clay we need for now. Okay, so what we need is to break this guy. And we'll replace the water eventually. There we go. So we take these guys and some bone meal. So we need 7 of that. And we make some porcelain clay. Porcelain clay. Oh, wow. And then we make ourselves a crucible. Currently unfired. And we toss it in. Once we've got the fired crucible, we just drop it on some of our netherrack, and it should be good to go. So there's that. Come over... Oh, it's downstairs. Eventually I'll have a better storage system. So those, and the flint and steel, I probably put that away too. Were you really expecting me to be completely prepared for this? Okay, I'm thinking if we put it over with this stuff, we can keep all of our flaming things all in one place. So we place our netherrack down here. Hello, gentlemen. And then we set it on fire, place our crucible on top, and now we take our shears and go collecting leaves. Now we can't go too hog wild with this, because unlike Crash Landing, I don't think you get any saplings. Oh, yeah, that was from the despawning leaves, not the sheared ones. Because if you separate the leaves from the trunk, they'll start despawning. Well, that kind of looked like I actually got saplings from one that I broke with the shears. Weird. Okay, let's put some things down. I'm carrying too much, as always. And then we take some leaves. What? I was fairly certain you could put leaves in a crucible to make water. That's quite unfortunate if you can't. Let's see what we can do. Sorry about the noise. I will go somewhere else. Because I know the stone barrel is what you use to make lava. Mashed leaves, I can make that, and that's how you make water bottles. Creeper brain stew, zombie brain stew, skelly brain stew. That sounds like an insult. Oak leaves, horn of the wild, horn of the canopy. Get grasshoppers. Runic altar makes rune of autumn. Micro blocks. But no. Plain old leaves in a crucible do nothing. And it's got super melting speed. I'm always carrying too many things. So that kind of sets our plans back a lot, because I was gonna make some grout, and grout requires water, and if I can't melt the leaves to make water, okay, So that's a bit of a fail for this episode. Can't melt the leaves to make water. So that means I really will need to find those freeze-right things or use up all the water in my water storage. Unfortunate. Now, we don't need a whole lot of grout. They're gonna give us when we do this, they're gonna give us a lot of these seared bricks. So there are a lot of things that we could do in the near future. Oh, stone barrel, and I'll get some moss. So we got a lot of stuff in here that I'll read the next time through. Now this is what I wanted to do this episode, but all of this takes water. And I don't have a way of getting the water out of my bottles. Ooh. Interesting. So apparently we'll be able to make ourselves a shield. But yeah, this episode did not go as planned. I was hoping to be able to melt the leaves to extract the water from them. But it seems we're only going to be making potable water out of the leaves. So until we've got a way to get water out of the bottles, we're pretty much sunk. Because we don't have thermal expansion, so we're not going to be using the fluid transposer. Now those are kind of fun, but not what we're looking for. But there's currently, as I can see, no easy way of fabricating water. Because we can't turn the snow into water, we can't turn the packed ice into water. We're going to need to find a lot of those freeze-right meteors to be able to get ice to turn that into water. So, we'll use what we've got down here. I mean, that's a 5 by 4 thing of water. So we've got 20 minus 4, about 16 buckets of water in here. But that's only 4 clay per bucket. And I don't want to use all this up because I'm going to need to do some fishing. So I'm going to have to do a bit of exploring, a bit of living in here. Most likely I'll do quite a few things before the next episode to try to figure all this out. So I think that's enough for today. I did manage to upgrade my pick. I did manage to get some smashed metals. So it's not a complete bust. I don't foresee dying in the near future. I've got water, I got food. It's just progressing along with the technology that I'll have to investigate. This I can do, but it's a little, really? As in terms of the water. This, no problem. This, I can make 1 grout super easy. This shouldn't be a problem. The smashed copper might be a little problematic. I don't know how much I got. Smashed copper, 2. Yeah, I'm going to have to go searching for that one. But that's plenty for this. I did manage to get some things done. I've got a basic infrastructure going. Made a little progress on the quests. I'll just have to see you in the next episode of Blast Off with Light.